So, we already know how to solve a system of linear equations. The additional challenge presented by systems of three equations is more of a bookkeeping problem than an actual mathematical problem. So let's discuss our general strategy for what we need to do and how we'll keep track of what we're doing. When we had a system of two equations in two variables, we combined those equations to get one equation with one variable. We could then solve that equation with all of the techniques that we already have available to solve a single equation with a single variable. This is a really common mathematical strategy. Its formal name is reducing the problem to one previously solved. And we're going to use the same strategy for larger systems. In general, unless we're very lucky, when we have a system of three equations with three variables, we will then combine them to get two equations with two variables. Once we have a system of two equations with two variables, we solve that system by the old techniques. So the old problem, solving a system of two equations with two variables, is now one step in the problem of solving a system of three equations with three variables. Now, when we had two equations with two variables, there's only one way to combine two things. We'd combine the first one with the second one. When we're combining three equations, there are actually three possible combinations, right? One with two, one with three, and two with three. Right? There are three possible ways to combine pairs out of three. But we're only going to choose two combinations. If we combine one with two and one with three, for example, we would not get any extra information by combining two with three. If we had four equations, then there are, it turns out, 6 possible ways to combine them. But we'll only choose 3. In general, we want to go down a variable and also go down an equation. So at every round in solving a large system, our problem gets smaller and simpler. The hardest part of solving a larger system is not the actual math work. Each individual step is easy. The hardest part is keeping track of what we're actually doing. So we're going to do 2 things in order to help us. We're going to label the equations, and in these videos I'm going to use Roman numerals to label my equations. You can label them with numbers, letters, colors, small animals, whatever you want. Something that's fast and easy to write. I don't recommend small animals. But labeling the equations so we can keep track of what we're doing is one thing we're going to do. And the other thing we're going to do is to write down what we're doing at each step. So we're actually going to write notes in words within our work to help us keep track of where we are and what we're doing. Again, the most common issue we run into when solving a large system is not that we did something wrong, but that we forgot what we were doing, and so we did something that wasn't helpful to what we were trying to accomplish.